just starts getting blinded.
Okay, so Gallowglass has Ferg, Pukje, Damerus, and Fardoc, that's an interesting choice. It looks like they're not using Simiad at all. Maybe because he's not showing tonight, which means they may be running one short, which kind of puts them at a disadvantage immediately. Let's see.
Okay, we're gonna pull up the game screen now. I have not had time to set up gags for various things on Mudlet yet, which is the system that I'm using only because of the map. So we'll have to see. I might have to try and gag things on the fly throughout the match. So we'll have some bumps in the road that will get sorted out.
Sounds good.
And
Let's
yeah,
see.
Ixiequiz
Are
says,
you in the arena yet?
yes, I'm quiet mode, asleep now,
Okay.
ready for the match.
Okay.
I don't want
Who would
interruptions
you
on the
give it
stream.
to of the two teams?
Um,
I'm kind of leaning toward. Let's see. Yeah, Ferg has played really well the last couple of games. Okay, like I didn't expect him to show just because I know that the player has OC issues, but he has played well. So they're going to be good from a control standpoint. But this team has not really played together before. KCS hasn't either, so we kind of have two new teams coming in. So that should be
I'm gonna be
interesting.
honest. I think if Gallowglass wins, and they might, but if they win, it's gonna be the Puck show.
Oh yeah. Necromancers are actually really good in ACFL. They have all the stuff they can do, but let's see.
I think it's really gonna
And it
come down
doesn't.
to if Card Sharks can manage Puck.
Yeah,
If they
KCS
can't,
doesn't have anything to readily deal with the Draco Lich either. But
I
I'm
don't
thinking
think
that K.
I don't think Puck's is gonna worry too much about a Draco as a Pixie. You don't want to ride and lose dodge as a Pixie. That's the only thing you have going for you defense wise.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I think there's some big advantages to it, but I'm kind of leaning toward giving KCS this. Um, they're not fielding Grindel, which is an interesting choice and it makes sense, honestly, because I don't think his saves would hold up that well against a Necromancer, especially not a Pixie.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
we'll
I
see.
definitely
It's
think.
interesting that they put in an Invoker for Simiad probably, and Simiad didn't show.
Well, I think they'd have the Invoker regardless. He's one of their veterans. He's got more experience in ACFL than anybody on their roster except for Merilith.
Yeah, so you have two of the old school players. You have two who played last season, and then you have two new guys. And
Not
in
just last season. I
Gallowglass,
think Tyaethecal has been with the Sharks since season 1, I believe, and Merilith was picked up season 1 or 2 as well.
okay, so very old players. And then you have two old, at least last season old on Gallowglass too. So
Yeah,
you have some
Pukje
old
and
blood in there,
Fardoc.
and then you have some new. hmm Ferg has really like I remember playing him in the Hydra match, and he's adapted really well already. So he'll be somebody to look at. And it looks like we're started, so let's see how it goes. Everybody's just poisoning up to prevent Ferg chokes.
Unfortunately, it does not seem like the map is working, but we'll
It's
get that
okay. Let's
sorted
just
out for
open.
next
Yeah,
week.
let's just open with some commentary. There's Pixie dust missed there. There's an explosion already, but it hit
Not
the
on the
priest, which
yeah, the
isn't.
priest. It's not
Yeah,
going to do
that's
a
not going
whole
to do
lot.
anything. Yeah.
Tyaethecal is
Oh,
obviously
there's a drain on Fardoc.
Yep.
That energy drain is going to be huge, probably.
And already I can see I'm going to have to try and gag things on the fly. Let's see.
So it looks like TA chose the AMS, and he's already taken a ton of damage from Ferg. Because he's already in the red, which that'll get healed up, but that's still a lot of damage that his healers are going to have to heal. And Merilith is already wimping, so they're going to have to probably regroup and heal that up. Which basically puts them at a disadvantage because they're not going to win the healing game. Like they're against a priest and a scald, and the assassin can heal, and they all have ER.
Alright, let's see if somebody in the Twitch chat can help me out here. How do I gag? So we definitely need to get rid of this spam.
Let's see.
Let's see, Frost Life from for sure.
All right, right now not that much is happening. It looks like some healing's probably going on just because of the lag.
There's a ray
Pukje just got
blind,
blinded. Yeah.
so that could be helpful if they can manage to keep their curatives.
Oh, he already cured it. Yeah. Yeah. Fardoc got it. But
Tyaethecal is looking like he's getting hurt pretty bad, but he's also going
TA is
ham.
probably in trouble too. Like I don't know if it was a good decision to AMS. It looks like he's not using that many skins. Holy Smite just missed, and he's dead. So already Gallowglass has 1 kill. Merilith is also hurt. He's taking a lot of damage this round, and now they're focusing him down.
Sorry.
So it looks like Gallowglass. I mean, unless something changes, their Invoker's down. Unless Nazerin can somehow run some damage that they can't pull through, but it looks like they're going to get the first couple of caps here.
Alright, let's see if that worked. Sorry, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit while I'm trying to
Oh, it's okay.
things.
Yeah, take your time. I'll call out stuff as I see it. Yep. Okay, Gallowglass has the flag, and they're going to start running. And it makes sense that it's Fardoc, since they don't have Simiad. Merilith is healing a bit. He was in pretty deep red, and now he's yellow. But he's not going to be able to do that much. It would almost make more sense to get Merilith out of there and just let Nazerin chain a bit, but they're doing some good damage to Ferg at least, and Pukje's Withstand just procced. All right, Fardoc is switching out of gear. So he's going for stamina at this point, probably. If Merilith and Nazerin at this point can emphasize, like if they can hurt Pukje right now, which it might be hard because he might be intentionally trying to get away from them, then that would be good. Or to hunt down Ferg, because if they could get some kills right now, they might be able to reverse this a little bit.
Well, the one interesting thing is normally if you can only get 1 capture on the first pass, a lot of times that actually gives the advantage to the other team.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. And that's the first cap so far. Fardoc is immediately going to the flag room. Oh, and he got intercepted. So they opened with dirt to delay the cap, which was good. That was good. Pukje is getting tripped down, like he hasn't reflied.
which is a rookie
Yeah.
mistake. There he
It
goes.
is.
He's up
Let's,
again.
okay, they're focusing down Merilith a little bit, so
Let's take a look. Who's got the nobody right
yeah.
now.
They're interrupting successfully, but they're not going to hold it out for too long. But they're getting some ticks by, which is what they need. Merilith is dead, so that means they're probably going to go ahead and cap the next one as soon as they get Nazerin off them. Ferg just choked the priest.
Now the interesting thing is going to be. Sorry, since I haven't been paying much attention. Yeah, Kuro is poisoned.
Okay,
So
Fardoc picked up the flag again. He's going for the second one. And it looks like TA just got back in. So that might be enough to do some damage. Yep, he's opening with chains. If they don't stun him down successfully, he's going to do a lot of damage because Fardoc can't move right now.
And Fardoc can last a long time.
Okay, that was a rescue. Yeah, Fardoc should have moved after that rescue. See, Damerus opened it up for him, I think, but he may have just moved, but I think that he could have.
Well, if they can, the rescue strat is always pretty effective if you can't stop the rescuing.
It works. Yeah, it does. If you're not blind, then it works really well. And I don't think he was in lag. I think he could have moved there and got an extra direction, but
could be poor communication between the team, or he may just not realize that when he gets rescued, he's got an opening.
Yeah, it might be. Okay.
Ferg is going for a lot of disarms here, but with them not being blinded, it's actually just wasted rounds.
Yeah, but he's doing it right now. He's controlling the priest, and he's doing pretty good damage on him. And Nazerin is getting some good rounds on Damerus, but oh, there goes Pukje. Now, just an observation. I don't know if Pukje did it on purpose, but sometimes when you're a mage, it's a good idea to just die at an opportune time and refresh. But
so we got Fardoc.
Especially since right now they know the other team is at 0, so they're not worried about losing the match yet. Like, it would be a good time actually for them to all probably kick it right now, come back refreshed, and then get those final 2 cabs. But it's also good for them to do as much damage.
As long as you're not worried about the score, you can give up a few captures knowing that you can finish it out afterwards. So I don't know if that's necessarily what they're planning.
It could just be chaos, to be honest, but it is a strategy that works sometimes with intent. TA is just free casting on Fardoc, who can't move, and they're giving him chain posts because they're in the same room. They're trying to stun him, and it's working a bit, but he's still doing a lot of damage for one person.
Wonder if Damerus has been trying Warhowl at all.
I don't know. I was actually wondering if Fardoc's smite is up soon, because let's see. It's 45, but I don't know when the match started. I know he opened with it a little bit ago. But smite would be really good right now.
Yeah, Fardoc is on the goal line right now, so if he can get a rescue off.
Yeah, Damerus needs to rescue him if he can, but... And Damerus is scanning, so that means he's not blind. Oh, there's a toast on Damerus, so he was just playing it safe. All right, Fardoc is probably going to die here, unless Ferg can kill TA first.
This should be 2 flags for the sharp.
Yeah, it could be, and it's not that bad for GG because they already got a cap. So basically, what you want to do is there goes the kill. So KCS is going to cap right now probably.
If
But
they're quick about it, they could get 2 caps, but then what's probably going to happen after that is Gallowglass is all going to come up,
full refreshed,
and get their last 2 captures.
Yeah. 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 I mean, at this point, it looks like KCS is at a slide disadvantage, but it's something that with good play they could maybe come back from.
Sink down, that's not helpful.
See, TA looks like he's not using skins. I mean, he could have a couple, but like that Firestorm is doing exponentially more damage because of the Vuln tapping, which hurts them. Like if he's AMSing with,
and it's interesting.
or rather, not AMSing, but just playing with no skins.
Most of the veterans at this point that have been in ACFL for a few seasons have dragon skins, so it's interesting that he doesn't seem to.
Yeah, I'm running locates to see if he has anything. Yeah. I keep using AMS to explain it, but it looks like he's carrying 1, but it's not going to proc that much.
Alright, at this point, they're just running the flag. Who is still alive?
Yep, they're running.
Gallowglass?
Let's see. Well, Ferg's toasted. Fardoc's dead. Damerus is dead. It looks like they might come back fully refreshed. There's Pukje.
Yep.
Yep. So that's the first one.
He should like maybe. He's going to try to contest it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea because 1 pixie against a group of people who can hurt him. Like I might try to wait.
Well, as long as
he might just toss a pixie dust and roll out, which wouldn't be bad. But
as long as Tate is sanked and not AMS'd, he might be able to do something here.
Yeah, they already opened with blind. He did pixie dust, but nothing. See, yeah, he's already taken damage. I would just try to delay it and not already put them at a...
And that's a lot of damage. Whoa.
Yeah, see, he's already in red. Like, oh, already... Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
that was a bad call.
That's a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Should have just given up the flag, let them capture once or twice, go out together as a team.
I would have... Yeah, I would have probably, if I were in his position, and I know it's chaotic in there, so don't want to criticize too much, but I would have tossed maybe 2 pixie dusts, hope for like a proc to sleep or something, and then waited for the team. All right, Merilith, this is capping, and that was a very, very quick cap. Oh yeah, it looks like he was waiting already, so they stacked caps, which is really good play. So if KCS plays this well, just because they're together right now, and Pukje is already dead, then they could come back and win this pretty decisively, but we'll see.
Especially if Gallowglass continues to throw themselves at them one at a time, trying to stop captures.
Yep.
Damerus is already out, and he really shouldn't be at this point. He's at least not going after them just yet, but just being on the field puts you in a dangerous position.
Yeah, it does. It does. Especially if you can't hide. The one thing that I like to do in the ACFL, which is a little trick, is to locate... Oh, that was a bad opening round. But the one thing I like to do is wear people that I know can't hide, because it's always a pretty good indicator. Let's see. Okay, those acid blasts. See, this is... He's doing the same thing. They're panicking a little bit and trying to interrupt flag caps, but they're taking all this damage. So Damerus is already in red. So it's kind of like a limbing style of play, and really they should have gone in a uniform fashion.
Yeah, in this situation...
Fardoc did emergency cap, which means they can come and kill him. Yeah.
At this point, that's going to be game.
Yeah,
they were in a good position, but when they failed to have patience, you can't just try and stop captures. You have to give up flags at some point. So what you want to do is give them their runs, and then
Let
go
them
out
have their 2
together.
flag caps. Let them have their 2 flag caps. Go in together as a group of 4, and you already have at least a mild health advantage. So if they had just let them have it, not panicked too much, went in and hit them as a group, then they could have probably won this 3-2. But now it looks like it's going to be a 3-1 reversal by KCS, unless Ferg can do some magic somehow, which I
I
don't
don't think
think
he's got
is
that
going to be
much magic in
sufficient.
him.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but
Got a couple flash bombs, but gonna take a little bit more than that.
bless you.
All right. Flashbangs, flashbangs.
All right, yeah, they're focusing down Fardoc now. Ferg got blinded. Is Fardoc blind or can he cure it?
He's probably flashbanged at this point, but it's
Well,
hard to tell for sure.
they're on the same team, but I don't know. Ferg may have got Fardoc might have got dirted. Okay, there's the cure. TA is taking some damage. Took a weaken. If he doesn't have strength gear, that's pretty big.
Yeah, I think any especially in a situation like ACFL, any hitter that's remotely castable should just have compensation on their gear. You're gonna get cast on at some point, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
it can drag on for a
At
lot
the
of
very
matches.
least, he should have dominance or something, but because I don't think he's blind. I think he got. All right, Fardoc is in red. He can't move. Just for people who may not know, when you're carrying a flag, you're in room lag. Like I don't know how many seconds it is, but it's pretty substantial. And when they're on you, you just can't move. You have to rely on your teammates to rescue you.
There's about 5 seconds or so. It's been a while, but the room lag is about 5 seconds. You've got enough time to cast a couple spells and then move on.
Yeah, yeah. But if you're in combat, you can't move anyway. Let's see.
Holy
Nazerin
smite.
is just open chaining. Oh, did it hit?
Yeah, we got a Holy Smite off on.
Okay, on Nazerin. So
There we go.
that's not going to do too much to mitigate damage, but it was a good move. But it's still pretty. They're pretty disadvantaged at the moment. Pukje is back in.
Well, let's hope he does a
Yeah,
little
and
better than he
Ferg
did last round.
is wide health. So yeah, it looks like Merilith is healing up TA. Yeah, that nod. And Merilith is getting his group back in order. So
Gallowglass was actually able to stop capture, which surprises me.
yeah, it does. But they're still. Okay, Pukje is doing some good damage now.
Jumping on with that pixie damage.
Yeah, they're
but he is blind
focusing
now.
Pukje down, which again is, yeah.
But should well, no, he's still on him, so he's still just spamming
No,
Bane.
he's in red again though. Yeah. Withstand may proc here. Yeah, he's just open chaining. He's not even fleeing, so withstand will probably proc. I would have saved that bash for after the withstand, but because withstand you already get put in lag off the death, so it's always good to wait, especially if the mage is lagging him. So
he's gonna have a hard time.
Because if you can get your
he's gonna have a hard time getting grouped up at the moment because he's blind. His team may not realize it because he broke group with his chains. So
yeah,
now he's
I see
hurt,
Fardoc is
he's out of
beckoning him.
group, and he's blind.
There's a cure. Ferg is focusing down TA. TA is fleeing immediately, which is good. Pukje's back in group. So they are assembling a bit. Fardoc is going to have to heal Pukje's damage up pretty quickly.
Well, I don't know if you even want to heal a Necromancer too much. Maybe throw a couple, but let him use his mana for Withstand.
Maybe it's scary. It's really scary for a pixie because if you do die and you have somebody like Nazerin and he's waiting to bash you, then you can just die. And so you want him up a bit.
Merilith setting up a tent.
Okay, they got TA in red again. Ferg took a blind, which might do something. No, immediate cure blind from a potion.
Merilith has the flag in the flag room, just sitting, waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know if I would
Fardoc
have. See, that's one thing that I question a little bit. Merilith kind of went and capped immediately, and I'm not sure that was the best idea because they had Fardoc sort of. Even if Fardoc had capped, it might have been okay. Merilith just took a weaken there. A drain on Merilith. Merilith switching out of. No, he's switching into strength.
That pixie spellcasting is just crazy.
Yeah. They are actually doing a really good job bringing it back. Merilith just took a bone blot.
Jesus.
Okay, he just dropped this. Okay, so stuff's landing all over him. It may be late enough to where blesses are starting to drop, and that might be the reason for this.
I don't think spell blesses should be dropping just yet. You know, Elm Wands maybe. I think Pukje's probably got a good moon.
Oh yeah, probably. For sure. For sure he's going to cast well anyway. Okay, everybody is in red here. Okay, there's a kill on Tia. Merilith can't really do anything right now.
Yeah,
it's just
she was down to spamming kick and doing grazes.
Yeah.
It's not very effective. She is at least managing to cure herself up.
Yeah, he can't have that much mana though because
he was kicking.
He got drained. Yeah.
He's kicking, doing grazes. He's obviously not got the mana to just start spamming heals. And that's a DQ right there.
Oh, what happened?
Merilith just zapped herself with a battle wand.
Oh, battle wand
enhancement.
Let's see. Okay, well, let's go ahead and broadcast just in case. But
yeah, we'll continue the broadcast, but
okay, Merilith just died, and that was the cap. So basically, GG might win this regardless.
Yeah.
Ferg has played really well this game. He's done well to interrupt and not take too much damage. Fardoc is capping right now. You can just he's already moved to the room.
Mm-hmm.
See him pick it up. Okay, he got interrupted by the chain. There's a kill on Nazerin. So that and Kuro can't. He doesn't have enough utility. That's what I say about priests. Like they don't have that much they can do outside of healing and ER and stuff.
Unless, of course, they're a high priest.
Yeah, unless it's Grump. That's it.
In which case you have Cone Plus.
Okay, that's going to be game anyway. So the DQ doesn't really matter. It looks like they are going to win it just off merit.
Yeah. So
there's some control.
We've had some kind of misplay DQ event in pretty much every match so far this year.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's simple stuff like Merilith is a veteran player. He probably could have looked at the log. So I don't want to say it's completely not the player's fault. Perrin was too from the Hydra match, but this is why it's important to immediately update the rules. Just so, because that's what everybody looks at the beginning of the season. You don't necessarily remember what happened 2.5 years ago. I think it was 2012, the last season we had. So it's been a while. And Fardoc is closing in. Kuro is trying to interrupt him as much as possible, but that's it. That's game.
He doesn't even
It's
have
15
to
seconds on the tick, and he's closing in. So and Ferg is there to control whoever comes out. So that is definitely game.
And they know it. You can see Ferg and Puck.
Yeah, they're nodding to themselves, patting each other on the back a little bit. Okay, TA is rushing in a panic to try to stop this. This would be a good time for Damerus to start rescuing Fardoc for Ferg to blind TA. Like, that would be big.
If they know. Of course.
There's a rescue.
There we go.
Fardoc
There we
should
go.
move, but
No,
Fardoc didn't.
he got caught by the next chain.
Yeah.
Damerus knows what he needs to do, though. He's working on it.
Yeah. There's the cap.
There we go.
And that is game. Yeah. That was it. That was a good play by GG.
Gallowglass 3, Sharks 1.
Yeah. This is interesting because I didn't expect Gallowglass to win just based off how the match is going, which basically if these teams were playing perfectly, then that kind of stuff wouldn't happen. But it makes the games more interesting because everybody's coming into this season fairly rusty. And as a result, there's more room for excitement because it's kind of like the equivalent of watching it's like watching a college football game or something. Or I know some people would argue college is better than the NFL, but it's watching an amateur game, which is going to be more exciting because there are more errors. There's more interesting play. There's not exactly a uniform thing, as opposed to maybe a Stars Brutes match where it's much more experiential. Everybody knows what to do.